If you had to make a list of the most influential people in all of human history, who would make that list? Pastor Brad Taylor here, Christ Pewaukee. I could imagine maybe Bill Gates would be on that list. Think of our world today without computers. What about Winston Churchill? He was a prime minister in the UK during World War II, and he had a lot of influence on the fact that we won that world war and defeated Adolf Hitler. What about Christopher Columbus if he didn't sail his ocean blue? What about Homer, that poet who wrote those great epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey? Maybe you read them in high school. Michelangelo, Nelson Mandela, Thomas Jefferson, Beethoven, Thomas Edison, Gutenberg, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, Shakespeare, Da Vinci, Newton, Einstein. There are many, many who would make this list, and I imagine you would have to figure out how many you wanted to make on that list. If it was the 50 most influential people, I don't think you'd have a hard time. And what makes them so influential is that they shape the world in which we live. You remove one of those people, you remove someone who contributed a lot to our society and the way we live today. Well, you can do all your study that you want, but I want to talk to you about the most influential person in all of human history, and that's the God-man, Jesus Christ. And by God's grace and mercy, you know more than just Jesus Christ as a historical figure. You know him as your Savior. By God's grace and mercy, you entrust him to the salvation of your soul, for you recognize that the greatest need that you had was not met by some influential man or woman that we just listed in that list. The greatest need that we had was our sin. Still is. And Jesus Christ, the most influential man in all of human history, had taken care of that sin with his life, lived perfectly for you, his death, died innocently on a cross in your place, and then rising from the dead to confirm all of it as true and done. Use this Pentecost season now to grow in your knowledge of Jesus. Yes, you can study those influential people in history. Imagine it took you back to history class or another high school class. But use this time, this Pentecost season, to continue to grow in your knowledge and in your faith and trust in Jesus Christ as your Savior. For Acts 4, verse 12, these words of Peter will always be true. Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to mankind by which we must be saved. That was the word of our God. Blessings on your day.